This woman writes, do guys actually care if a girl is a virgin / wants to wait till marriage? I'd say it depends, but I would say the vast majority, it does matter. That's a pretty big commitment. It's like that used to be the thing, that used to be the standard. You know, if you're religious or whatever, maybe that's your lifestyle, that maybe that works for you. But I would say for most people, sex is pretty important. Me personally, it's just like, man, it's like I'm having to. It's the commitment thing for me. It's like the huge commitment with marriage. I have to basically tie my finances, tie everything with this other person. I haven't even had like the intimacy of sex yet. Let's get into it. And this post is really going to vary person to person. I'm 22. It's a woman writing it, and a virgin. I'm also pretty sure I want to wait till marriage to have sex. This includes oral, fingering. You get the list. Oh man, everything. Obviously, because of this, I'm looking for a serious / long-term relationships. So these kind of situations, like you might meet somebody at church or those kind of settings, because it's like if you meet them at other settings, it's going to be tough. I don't plan on getting married anytime soon, but I was wondering if guys would genuinely break up with a girl over her wanting to wait till marriage. Yeah, I probably would. Just because it's like my where I want to go in life doesn't really align with where you want to go, and then kind of how you want to live your life. It's like, yeah, you hear studies on like the people with low body counts, you genuinely have higher loyalty, or just there's less risk of cheating. So you do hear that kind of stuff, but it's like, ah, it just wouldn't be for me. I know I said I don't plan on getting married anytime soon, but that can obviously change if I meet a guy who I can see a definite future with. I am a go with the flow kind of gal. I also know that each guy is different. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it makes you bad or wrong or weird or whatever. I don't think you're a bad person by that. It's just a different way of living your life, and that's okay. You just have to find somebody with a similar interest and similar values, and you can do that. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that have that same philosophy. I also know that each guy is different, but to the guys who are reading this, yeah, each guy is different, but still, it's like they operate on the same kind of psychology. Same goes with women. It's like we're all different and unique, but not that unique. We still do have those human nature tendencies, which you can learn in my products right there. If you really like / are in love with a girl, would you break it off if she wasn't willing to have sex until marriage? Again, it just depends on the person. And so if you're going to basically get involved like in a long-term relationship, you might want to make that clear from a decently beginning stage, because it's like guys are probably going to go for sex. And just expect that to happen and expect you having to basically turn them down. And you'll probably experience that quite a few times. And it's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult because you're going to have to tell them no. And even if it comes to the point where you have to say goodbye to the person, even though you really care about them. And so that's when you see a lot of like sometimes like structured women. They get really in, they get themselves in some bad spots because it's like they feel conflicted over denying the person that they really care for because of their beliefs. So they're faced with a choice of like, hey, they can compromise their beliefs or they can compromise, somebody who they care for. And so either way, it's like they experience pain. And so sometimes you do get difficult situations. But to avoid that, it's like you just have to pick somebody who's aligned with you. And that's why I brought up that church example, maybe because it's like it seems like you're doing this for religious reasons. And so maybe you find someone with a similar religious background.